So today we're going over the new red dot from ADE Advanced Optic. So if you guys have watched my videos, you guys may have an idea of what this is. It is a new red dot that will fit on top of your pistol slides and certain pistol slide cuts. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is the unboxing. This is the first time I'm seeing it. All I've done is taken it out of the postal package it came in. Now guys, this is a prototype, so bear with it. It is a prototype. It's not going to look 100% like this when you guys do receive it. Just like the spike, you guys do get this little cap here, this little rubber tab to put underneath the battery to help hold it in place. You get an adjustment screwdriver, and the actual red dot itself. This red dot itself is actually called the Stingray. The Stingray is set up pretty much like the spike. It actually has that rear sight in the back built into it. The difference between this, other than it being a little bit bigger and not quite so tall, is that it actually fits RMR cuts. Chamber check, nothing's in it. Is we've got this rock slide with the RMR cut. Now I don't have an RMR, but what I do have is I have a clone RMR. You guys may have seen this video. It fits on there just to show you guys that it does fit on there. I'm not going to put the screws in it because I'm going to take the time to take the screws back out to mount this red dot. So I just want to show you guys that this is an RMR cut. So there are different cuts out there. You have the Vortex Burris Fast Fire slide cut, which is a little bit different than this. Your RMR cut is rounded right here and then flat in the back. Your Burris Fast Fire Doc Ops is rounded here and rounded back here. So there is difference between the two cuts. No, they do not interchange. There is quite a bit of a gap back here, if that plays a role in accuracy or not. Now this is a prototype, like I said, so we're gonna get this out to the range here in a little bit, but for right now, we're just gonna kind of go over it, take some specs, take some measurements off of it, like the lens, how big, how long, how wide, all the other good stuff that we normally do with these ADE Advanced Optics. Now, the reason I have all this ADE Advanced Optics stuff out here, guys, just for the simple fact to show you how big of a fan I am with ADE. They provide me most of this stuff, not all of it, but they have provided me with most of this stuff, and I'm a huge fan of theirs. If someone says I need a good, reliable, quality product but won't break the bank, I'm going to suggest the ADE products all day long, every day. These guys make some really great products, and I'm very happy to be associated with this company. They're a great company. I believe in every product they made. All the way back to when I first did this Delta, and you guys can still see the marks on it. The mount broke off where it was mounted into the gun at. And this thing flew about 20 feet. It landed on a bunch of rocks. I went down, picked it up, got a new mount, put it on, and this thing's ran flawless ever since. So I'm very impressed. This right here is a testament to how tough these ADE products really are. Comes with a 2032 battery, as you guys can see. To mount it, you guys get all the hardware. Now I'm going to do something a little different. This is from a company called DPP Titanium. They recommend using these on the bottom of your RMR to get a better connection, keep the battery, plus it's got this dimple right here to keep the battery held up in place. So I'm going to use this on the bottom as well. So before we get too far on mounting this, let's go ahead and take some measurements off of it. Front to back, width. The nice thing about this, guys, is since it's all auto adjusting brightness wise, there's no buttons along the side of this. It's you know, the narrowest spot is the narrowest spot. It's all the way flush down the side. So we are 27.9, call it 28. 24.5 and 15.6. So here's what we're going to do to mount it. I'm going to put my plate on first, line it up. The little dimple right there is going to help keep the battery pushed up, as well as this little rubber seal. I'm going to put it right in the center. We're going to mount just like that. Then we take the screws that were provided. All right, so after getting it mounted on there, this is what it looks like. Like I said, we do have a gap right back here. I'm kind of worried about maybe if that gap's going to cause any kind of issues. I don't foresee it causing any issues. Let's just take a quick measurement of that gap. 5.2 millimeter gap back behind the slide. Some pressure sights on this. So not going to be able to utilize this Just like the same thing with my my Canic over here. I wasn't able to utilize that rear sight, not a big deal. So if you took and mounted a plate back here and mounted this on top of like a plate, so if you didn't have a slide cut, you just knocked out the rear sight back here and mounted on a plate, such as like a DPP titanium. I really like these plates. These things work very well. You guys have got the measurements, so let's go ahead and take a look at what it would look like. Not too shabby, really. The dot is auto adjusting, just like the Spike. It does not have auto shut off. If you cover it or give it a dark ambient room for quite a while, say concealment, confinement, something like that, where even your gun case or in a holster underneath your shirt, they say this battery will last over a year, so you'll have to change it every year. So there are people out there that will complain that the battery is underneath. To them, I say grow a pair, because the simple fact is you should be checking your zero on your concealed carry quite often. I'm not going to beat this one up too bad or abuse this one too bad, because this is just a prototype and I do have to send it back. So far, just racking it like that, it seems to be holding zero. So now we know the fine details on this Stingray. Let's get out to the range, check it out, see how it holds up. All right, so we're out here today testing out the Stingray. As you guys can see, I got on top of my snow cam slide. The way I've attached it is by removing the rear sight, because this sight does actually have a rear sight in the very back of it. The plate I'm using is a DPP titanium. I'll leave a link up here in there for you guys if you want, or check them out on Amazon, just DPP titanium. Punch in the model number here of your guys' gun you're gonna have and the sight you're gonna use. This is an RMR plate for a Glock. Now I'm about 20 yards away. That's the picture of my sight, guys. Wish it would be a little clearer. Gives you kind of a general idea. We're gonna go back to the RMR sight. The nice thing about using this RMR sight, you can use a low front sight, just a regular front sight. It sets low enough, and then this will act like your rear sight. As you guys can see, I have no rear sight on this to use it that way. So you guys order from DPP Titanium, this is how they're gonna come in these little boxes. They used to come in hard little blister packs. I like this a lot better. Just open it up. They give you, for spending 20, 30 bucks, $25 to $35, depending on whether you go with the aluminum or the titanium. They give you guys a great value here. As you guys can see, it says DPP titanium. I have my rear sights in here because I have that plate in here. But you guys get a ton of screws. You guys get the plate. You don't get the rear sights. You get Allen wrenches. They give you 3 screws for every application, even though you only need 2. So that's very nice. If you lose one, you've got an extra one. I mean, these guys think of everything. Definitely check out DPP Titanium. A great company, especially if you want to run a optic or a red dot on your semi-automatic pistol. Great company, great price. Went back to the Aim Surplus 10 barrel, gold 10 barrel. See how this works. Oh, loaded it off nicely. Well guys, this gun runs great with that 10 barrel. I love this rock slide. This Aim Advanced optic makes it just awesome. I have a high vis front sight on there. Kind of show you guys what the sight picture looks like real quick. So there's what the sight picture looks like. As this is how this gun's going to stay set up. I kind of wish they would have done something with the back here, made it a little bit bigger, or even a spacer. They have plenty of room back there, so ADE Advanced Optics let you guys know you do have a lot of room back there. I do like this. This is a prototype. They did send it to me. I'm gonna do a headshot on my torso. I think I got him. Oh, I missed. All right, go with a little 6-inch. rounds. Got out of rhythm there. We're gonna finish this up with 4 rounds at the little 6-inch target, and then I'm gonna unload 15 rounds into the silhouette. All right, 15 rounds, silhouette. He's not facing me, he's off to the side, so he's a little smaller than normal. I really like these ADE advanced optics, whether it be the Stingray or the Spike. These guys make some great products. So if you like what you've watched, give me a like, subscribe. Feel free to share this on any social media. You guys can follow me on social media. My social medias are Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Full30.com, and Gunstreamer. If you like what you watch, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Always appreciate subscriptions. And thanks for shooting the breeze with me, guys. We'll see you next time. Got one shot in the head. I love these things. ADE advanced optic makes you a better shooter. I swear to God. Portable, advanced optic products. These guys are great. Check them out. ADE Advanced Optic, Optic Factory. Check them out, guys.